Hey Mountaineer fans, after a year of being stuck at home, you deserve all the latest WVU gear, gifts, and apparel to show your Mountaineer pride. Our friends at the Book Exchange are offering 25% off with our promo code BX4 Final Four. Let's cheer on all of our Mountaineer athletes in gold and blue and support local business too. Shop online at bookexchangewv.com or at their downtown Morgantown or Evansdale locations. That promo code again is BX4 Final Four.
Recorded live in Morgantown, West by God, Virginia, and across the world, with your hosts, Kevin Jones, Deshaun Butler, John Flowers, and our lovely co-host, Ashley. This is the Final Fourcast podcast.
Welcome to another episode of the Final Fourcast featuring me, one of your co-hosts, Kevin Jones. Got my boy Deshaun Butler with me.
What's going on?
What's going on? Got our lovely co-host, Ashley.
That's me.
We are missing John Flowers because he does not care about the show or us. So thank you for that, John. Got our producer, Dave, with us as well.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. You're excused as always.
You don't have to be sorry. John's not here. You don't have to be sorry, Dave.
So
you can be yourself.
Yeah, so that means you can butt in even more than you already do. But and we have a special guest, very special guest. current WVU forward Isaiah Cottrell is in the building. What up? What up?
What's a real clap?
Yeah, no, we have real stuff here.
We
don't got that. Nah, we don't do that.
It's
fake
a live
stuff
audience
around
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Keep it real around here.
You just can't see them. They're in the background.
Yeah, so we got all the Morgantown here this morning for you.
Hey, Isaiah, do you consider yourself a forward or a center?
Nah, definitely a forward. Yeah, the paint.
All right, got you. What'd you say?
The paint is not my area for sure.
Oh, I feel you. What's been going on with you, bro? How you living?
Great. You know, I got cleared, so able to do everything everybody else can do. So
yeah,
good. That's
dope, man. I know that injury kind of set you back. Walk us through, like, you were having a good season up to that point, and then when that happened, I know that's a crushing blow, especially your freshman year. You're trying to come in, impress some people, and get some more playing time. How was that feeling for you when that happened?
I mean, just getting hurt and season-ending injury, regardless, is the worst thing that can happen for a basketball player, really. But just the whole set of events that happened when I got hurt. Like when I would have been a starter, if I, what I mean, when Oscar left, then we probably would have made a way better run. Me playing, so it just that whole thing kind of made it a lot worse. But yeah, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun, but no, it was made me better though mentally. Say basketball end.
Yeah.
So I know injury very well. Like what are some things you had to like go through on your own, more or less? Like how everybody tells you don't. I know I was one of the same people that gave you the same speech. Try not to stay isolated, stay around people, things of that nature. But what was like one of the most difficult things you had to deal with being away from the game in general?
I'd probably say like just thinking about like the uncertainty, of how long is it going to take me to come back, all that. It's probably just like thinking a lot about like the bad things, instead of like thinking about the positive things that could come out of it. But yeah, that's probably the biggest thing, and just thinking about like, oh, am I going to be able to play the same way or play better than I did last year, things like that. But yeah, I was definitely isolated though. I was on the couch for like 2 months straight, just like didn't left to go to rehab for like 2 hours out of my day. So I was on the couch for like 22 hours a day. Just so I mean, it was tough.
Who's your roommate?
That's my roommate.
Yeah,
Taj. So I had to get out of
Love Taj. Taj is awesome dude. It just made me think about that though, like when you get hurt as a pro or you get hurt like at certain times in your career, like in college, one of my teammates got hurt, Cam Thurman, and he would be by himself a lot. And then we would walk into the apartment after like a long day of practice or something like that, and he'd just be either sitting there, and at least he got a chance to see us. I just wonder, like, that feeling of like when everybody's doing their thing and you're like, you were there. I know that, and you have nothing but alone time to like talk to yourself, basically. Self-talk is like a really big thing. So,
yeah, for sure. I mean, it more like sucked when I was able to come to practice. Like I was rolling around on a scooter. Everybody was, it was just kind of like the first like few weeks was tough, but then like after that I kind of just embraced it. So
yeah, and you're originally from Nevada, right? Or no? Yeah. So how was that also being so far away from home? Like I know that had to be tough too, because usually during situations like that, you lean on your family. I'm sure they called you, checked in on you, but not actually physically being around them, and it's hard for them to travel to see you. How was that? Like did that weigh on you too?
Well, it helped me a lot. Like my mom, she actually got a job down here.
Okay.
So she got to move last year.
Dope.
Here, so I moved out of like new part out of Taj's place. I just stayed with my mom for a little while because, I literally can't move, so I needed someone to, help me get some like food or something. I don't want to starve.
So mama took care of you.
Yeah, mama definitely took care of me.
Love that.
That's what's up. So what brought you to WVU instead of like a West Coast school, instead of a UNLV or Nevada? What brought you to WVU?
Yeah, how did they find you?
Yeah.
How did you find your way to West Virginia?
Well, my whole family on my mom's side, they're from West Virginia. They're from Parkersburg.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, and like I'm really familiar with West Virginia just because when I was little, I'd visit my grandparents and things like that. But one of my coaches, like one of my trainers, like talked to I think Larry or something like that, and it was like, oh, he has West Virginia ties, like check him out, blah blah blah, all that, and then Hugs just flies out to Vegas one day when I have like this random game when I was a sophomore, and he watched me, talked to me, and he offered me that night after the game, and then and ever since then he'd be coming out flying, and that's what really got me, because he would fly he flew across the country before a Kansas game, like the night before a Kansas game or something like that, to come like on a red eye to come watch one of my games. So it was pretty that stood out to me. So that's why I started taking them really seriously in recruiting.
Dope.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive that, in the middle of the season, Hugs is like, I got to go fly. I got to go see this dude.
Let alone a Kansas game.
Right? Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you got to play Bill Self. Let me go check out on our top recruit real quick.
For real. That's dope, though.
That's awesome.
That's what's up. So what was your first impressions when you got on campus and everything? And I'm guessing you went to all the festivities, you went to football games and all that stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your first impression of the campus and the scene?
I liked it a lot. It was my first visit, like out of all colleges, and it was definitely a new scene for me.
Yeah.
Sure, I think you all know it. I mean, but it was dope though. My host was Jordan and Emmett, their freshman year.
Okay.
And it was cool. I mean, they really, and Hugs wasn't really like trying to give me the BS, like, oh, I'm gonna give you all this play time, and I don't know, like all the other coaches, all that. But Hugs, but and like that stood out to me too. He was being honest. He was like, you work hard, you don't get your play time. So, having all them be so honest with me and showing me around and showing me all the weird some of all the weird donors, they are when you go on those meals and stuff like that. But no, I liked it a lot, so that's why I made the decision when what was it, summer before my senior year, I was committed. So
Wow.
it was dope.
Yeah, Isaiah, tell us about the rest of the experience in Morgantown. I know that it didn't stop at the daytime.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
I know it didn't stop at the daytime. You're here already. We can't lose you.
Yeah. It was dope. It was before COVID, so
Yeah.
a lot of people. I didn't know there were so many parties, and there was alleys. It was partying in alleys. We were walking around downtown. Every single time you turn the corner, there was something to do. I was like, yo. I was like, I might go there. Yeah.
So that sold it, huh? That got it. That got you.
It was a factor. It was.
I had no idea what I was walking into. I was, I'm in West Virginia. There's nothing much going on. I'll just be able to focus. And then I came in on campus, and it was the #1 party school in America. I heard. I was like, oh wow, this will be fun.
No, yeah, it was definitely surprising, but because like compared to any other visit, it's just the fan base and how much they care about their sports is just not. You can't even compare it to most schools.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's crazy.
That's one nice thing about West
that's
Virginia,
wonderful.
because we don't have a professional team. The closest team, obviously, being Pittsburgh, and that's just, football, hockey. We don't have a pro basketball team anywhere near us. So, we live and die for the Mountaineers, straight up.
Yeah.
Right. We could have the worst season ever and still we could not win a game.
Don't do that.
We won't.
I promise you.
I promise
We won't though.
I promise you this. It'll never be that.
It'll never be that simple.
It'll never be that, because we've won games and lost some, and you hear some stuff from people anyway. So, as you already know, how that stuff goes. So, it happens.
I know how it goes. Majority.
Yeah.
True.
That's so.
I do want to say something, though, just so that everyone knows. The true WVU fans are not going to give our team shit over things like that. It's mostly sports bettors that, want to sound off on Twitter and Instagram or whatever because they're pissed off that they lost all this money when they shouldn't have bet on it to begin with. And I think that's giving our fan base a really bad rep.
Yeah, I agree with that.
When we lost to Syracuse, that was a bad time for a lot of the players.
Right?
Really? They was going crazy on y'all over that?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we lost, what? It was bad. It was really bad.
You didn't catch any messages.
They wasn't saying nothing.
Yeah, I
to
was
me.
about to say. I was like, yo, I'm hurt. Yo, chill. I ain't do nothing.
They yelling at me. Get on the court. No.
Dude, I can't even walk, and
it
you want
was
me to get on the
crazy,
court. Okay.
It was crazy though. Seriously,
That's funny.
it was crazy.
How did how I know being a West Coast guy, what's the differences, the East and West Coast? Is there any differences? You seem like a calm. Every time I see you always got a smile on your face. You cool, relaxed. Is there any difference? Any similarities or differences you can see being in West Virginia or being on the West Coast? Any real big differences?
I don't know. Besides weather and stuff like that, I feel like just people I feel like on the West Coast, it's people are just more chill. Just
Yeah,
I don't know, nothing really.
That's why I feel like West
serious,
West Coasters, y'all don't get bothered by nothing. Y'all just mad, even kill. Y'all just love life.
Yeah. I don't be. Nothing really affects me unless it's that serious.
Yeah.
So I got hugs yelling at me, and I'm just what?
That was my
First
next
time I got
question.
yelled
How
at
you
by
deal
Hug,
with
bro.
that? Being laid back, and then you got Hugs screaming in your ear all the time. How you deal with that?
Now it's I know when I'm about to get yelled at though. I know I made a mistake.
Yeah.
I know it's coming, so it's kind of I'm prepared for it. But the first time I got yelled at, it was kind of Like, damn, coach, I thought you liked me. I thought you was cool.
That was your first mistake.
That was your facts.
No, it was worse because the whole coaching staff was yelling at me that time. It wasn't like, I think I missed a layup or something like that. Like right after like missing a rebound, and like it was the, oh my god.
Was this in practice or a game?
I was about to say, yeah.
This is in
Oh
practice.
my
This is in
God.
practice.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Harry screaming at me. You got Coach Hugs throwing his arms up in the air. You know, how he do, throw his arms in the air, look at me like I did the dumbest thing in the world. You got Coach Martin's throwing his hands up, throwing the towel. And like they was so mad at me. Harry made me like grab the ball and go dunk it. Like while everybody watched me. He was like, go grab the ball and dunk it like a man. If you really if you're trying to be a man, go dunk it like a man. I thought I didn't think he was being serious, so I didn't do it. Like, I just thought like, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, I got you next time. He was like, no, do it right now. I was like, so I had to walk all the way back full court to go dunk the ball.
That's embarrassing.
It's more embarrassing than really
No
like.
lesson in there. There was no lesson in there.
Yeah,
It was just
there's
more
just
like, I want you to dunk in front of the entire team.
Yeah,
Like,
Who knows I can dunk already? Like they know I can dunk.
right.
Maybe that was the lesson, though. Like, you went for the layup and it didn't work out. Next time, just dunk the damn ball. Maybe that was the lesson.
True.
you're deep, Ash.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. It was after a lot of treadmills. I was not.
Oh yeah.
I was not dunking that ball.
My legs are
There's no way.
jello. I can't even jump that high right
Right,
now.
there's no way.
That's why I always tell people, man, more than anything, it's more mental than the physical part. Obviously, the physical part is tough too, but the mental part of, having to fight through and listen to that every day, that's where it gets you. A lot of people.
Nah, for sure. And you brought up a good point, Isaiah. Just like now you know why you get yelled at. So you like as soon as something happens, all right, I know they're getting ready to say something to me. When you first get on camp, you have no idea what the routine is, what exactly the system's going to be like. You're there, so you're shocked when you're getting yelled at.
That's why, yeah, like when I'm like looking at the new guys now and things like that, and I think about how it was last year. They got it easy though.
Oh,
They definitely got it easy.
Really?
Not
Elaborate.
easy like. Okay, because look, I came to campus at I was like 220 pounds, 215 pounds, right? I walk in and I'm playing against Derek and Oscar, the two best rebounders in the world. I don't know. They well, I had the hardest time of my life.
I can only imagine.
And it's not like I could really catch up to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't really like I was gonna catch up to them on the rebounding. And then I got Gabe too, so it's like.
So now that's you this year. Now that you're back, that's you punishing these dudes.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna be.
For sure. Literally going against anybody else but those three guys I just talked about is easy. But
Yeah, I remember a time when upperclassmen tried to get me on the treadmill as much as possible when we
Yeah, that's
practiced.
crazy.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I think
Who
his
was
name
on that?
rhymed with
You
Ray
work with
Sean.
him.
I think his name
I
rhymed with
never
Ray
heard of
Sean.
him.
Oh no,
Never heard of
I
him.
have. Don't worry. He was an asshole.
Yeah, I bet
Real
that guy
asshole.
was. But I lie to you not though. Like friggin', we had about a bunch of 6'7" guys, and then Hugs brought in, and then you have Kevin who's about around 6'7", 6'8" at the time, and then they brought in these 2 6'9" huge freshmen, and none of us could rebound with them at all. So we're doing 3 on 2, 2 on 1, or whatever the case may be, and these guys are killing us on the glass. So we got a little experience on dealing with guys that we couldn't rebound with and getting in trouble for it. It was not the best time. The treadmill really ran.
yeah, no, it's not. It's not. It's not fun.
Hey, you
Treadmill
know,
was running all practice.
you know what the catch-22 is that you working so hard as a freshman, you expending all that extra energy, and you still end up messing up, and you still gotta do the same thing. You still gotta go on the treadmill. That's the worst part about it. It's you trying to do everything in your power to do right, and you still end up messing up, and gotta go on the treadmill.
No, yeah, for sure. No, it's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Well, you passed that stage right now, and I think this season will be the breakout season for you. Like you said, are more comfortable in the system. You know what to expect. And yeah, man, how you think y'all looking this season coming up?
No, I think we look good. I think we look good. I think the only thing is that we just got to figure out just everything with the new guys, you know, because we got a lot of new guys. So we gotta really gel together and make sure we all on the same page. That's really all that matters. But I think we're gonna be a lot more active, like in the press this year. We got a lot of athletic guys, so I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a change of play style.
You got a chance to like sit this past year and watch the new system unfold as opposed to like everybody else. We from the outside, we're accustomed to, you know, 3 guys in there like playing a triangle offense in a sense, and now the offense is more spread out. What are you more excited about? Like what do you think you're going to bring to this offense this year that we didn't get a chance to see last year? And what are you more like most excited about to like where you fit in that offense?
I like the way they changed it. I wish it was like that the whole year, but it's whatever. I think it's gonna be really good though. Because the way I play, I'm not. You know, they know that I'm there to spread the floor. You know, I'm not there to just be in the way. You know, and like all up in the paint and things like that. Because I'm a pick and pop guy, so doing that, I think it's just gonna open up the floor a lot more for everybody else, and you know, make it a lot easier for the guards and things like that to get to the basket. But yeah,
Nice.
Seeing it change last year, it just really showed me that like I think with the guys that we had this year, it's gonna be a lot easier for us to play that way instead of playing the way, because we had like really, really good bigs last year. You know, we had Derek and Oscar, so playing the way we always play, that was working for us. But now I think we have more skillful guys that can, you know, make plays outside the paint and things like that. So it'll be a lot better for this year.
Yeah, that's what.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, for sure. What I can see from being around you guys and watching y'all practice, y'all have a lot of versatile players. And I feel like y'all will have a real good chance to spread the ball around. Obviously, Taz and Sean coming back, they'll be very big parts of the offense. But I feel like you don't have to just lean on them. You got other guys that can do a bunch of different things. So I think that's where Hug's most successful teams are, the teams that are versatile. And, you know, you can't just worry about 1 or 2 players. You got to worry about a lot of different players. So I'm excited to see it.
Oh, yeah, it'll be dope. It's going to be fun.
Thanks for listening to the show. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Final Fourcast, or call us at 304-807-9098.
By the way, we have some questions for Isaiah from listeners, if you guys want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Baller CP23 wants to know, who's your favorite athlete?
My favorite athlete? I'll probably say LeBron. LeBron for sure.
What is it about LeBron that you like so much?
Big business guy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He can, you know, he didn't just only play basketball. You know, he decided to do a lot of things that he wanted to do. You know, like acting and stuff like that. Building schools.
Whoa, I don't know about that. I don't know about the acting
you don't
part.
like-
I mean, we can keep it. Let's keep it back. Let's keep it basketball here with LeBron. Let's not go.
You didn't think that was
No.
Grammy
No.
award-winning acting?
No,
Grammy. That's
Wait, what?
I think that's a
You mean
like
Oscar.
Oscar. Yeah.
Oscar award winning.
Oscar, I was gonna say.
Yo, what's a
Nah,
Grammy?
Did he do a
What's
musical?
Grammy?
I didn't know
Grammy?
about it.
Grammy is music.
Grammy's a singer.
Grammy's music.
Well, you never know.
Don't worry about it.
I don't see him winning a Grammy.
LeBron, though.
No, that is true. And which leads me to ask you, you thought that was an Oscar nomination worthy?
Yo, Deshaun.
I just want to ask you.
LeBron,
Wait.
are you serious?
Quick question. I just got to know the GOAT, LeBron or MJ?
I got LeBron.
Oh my!
But,
All right, let's
look, okay,
skip
but
this.
look,
Smart
listen,
man.
okay, but look,
Smart man.
I wasn't sitting down watching Michael Jordan when I was a little.
This
kid,
is
you know
true,
what I
but
mean?
this is what you got YouTube and Google for.
Yeah,
You
but it's
Google
just-
And it wasn't that impressive. Tell him.
But look,
It wasn't
I feel like
impressive.
if they're playing against each other, I think LeBron's winning. I think if you put LeBron in the same era, he's averaging like 50 a game.
50 is a little
That's
extreme.
disrespectful.
I think he's gonna get 30.
I got
or
a
something.
good 35, but he's gonna also average like 20 assists.
So you don't think the opposite? If you put Jordan in this era, that he's not gonna do the same thing?
I don't think he will.
Oh, with the open court, you can't touch. You cannot. Oh, what? Talk about
I know,
averaging
right?
50.
Blasphemy.
Talk about averaging 50.
Bro,
Jordan was.
Did you just like watch the film of Jordan just playing against plumbers?
Plumbers. Nah, we're not gonna do this. We're not going. I know
There's
you're young,
about-
Isaiah,
there's
but we're
about-
not doing this.
No.
There's
He
about
played
10
against
dogs
some-
back
He played
then,
against
but he
some
did
good
play
guys.
against
He
some
played against some
guys.
good guys. But
Plumbers.
Plumbers though, it's tough.
That's tough. That's a tough statement.
bro, there's no
Tough
way.
statement.
There's no way you can get crossed that bad that many times.
I give you this though. I think this era of basketball is way more skilled than when Jordan played. So I give you that. I give you
Yeah.
that. But Jordan would still go crazy in this era though.
I don't
I
think
think they
Jordan
would.
have
I
the
think they both would
defensive-
have a hard time.
I don't think Jordan would have the defensive accolades he had back then. No.
That's a good point.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a good point. Interesting.
I kind of think they both have a hard time because not many people were 3-point shooters, and that's one of the things that LeBron needs is 3-point shooters around him. So when he's attacking, he has people to kick the ball to. Because the 3-point line wasn't as big then, that's one guy, so everybody can crowd the paint a little bit more. Granted, he can shoot now way better than he could early in his career, but then you have Jordan, who wasn't a 3-point shooter really at all, in an era where it's not looked at as good to shoot mid-range twos, and they send people to help all the time. So he'd have to really just constantly shoot over 2 to 3 defenders all the time. It wouldn't be as consistent.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
But I mean, you telling me Jordan is not gonna have fear in his eyes when he sees Kevin Durant?
Nah.
He sees Kevin Durant just
I don't know about
7
fear.
foot,
I don't
just
know.
going what?
I don't know about fear, more or less, but it wouldn't be as easy.
I think
Maybe.
he's definitely gonna be like, oh my god, he's 7 feet tall and break me down.
Oh
First
my
7
god!
footers.
I don't see Jordan saying that, but all right, I give you that.
Verbatim, I can't see him saying that either. But
Sadly, this is going to be a debate for all time
That's right.
because they're never going to be able to go against each other in the same era. So it's going to be impossible to answer this question.
Yeah, true.
not really. LeBron's still the best.
Just throwing it out there. I will say that Michael Jordan's Space Jam was better. I'm just
Yes,
gonna throw it out
that's not
there.
even a
Just
debate.
letting you know.
That's not even a
Infinitely.
debate.
It's not even a debate. Infinitely better movie.
How LeBron was
when
bad at
LeBron-
playing himself. How is that possible?
Well, they couldn't all be together either. Like it was like cut off after cut off, like scene. Like you couldn't get them all in one area because of season and COVID. So it was weird.
Man, when LeBron wins the Oscar, I don't want to hear nothing.
Don't
Is that
hold your
before or
breath,
after the
Isaiah.
Grammy? Is that before or after the Grammy?
That's after.
That's after. He's better drop his new album.
Do you think he'll like stick with the Space Jam theme and do what was that song? Oh crap! I feel like I can
Believe
fly.
I Can
Who sang
Fly?
that?
Oh, LeBron
yes.
would kill that.
Who's saying "I Believe I Can Fly"?
Oh god.
I don't know.
I don't even remember.
I don't know.
But anyways,
Is that R. Kelly?
I think it was. Oh,
Is that
We'll
R.
ignore
Kelly?
that.
Come on, people, don't do that.
we'll
I
just
know he's a
steamroll that.
sick guy. Come on. We know who.
Next question. This one from K Quava 624. What is the number one reason you would tell a recruit on why they should come to WVU?
You know, there's some things that you can't say on a podcast.
Wait, hold on now.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I mean, you could.
I mean, you could say it, especially on this one.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. When we have recruits and things like that, we tell them about the basketball, we tell them about the fans, but like they know that though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they know that they already had the little meeting in the team room with Coach Hugs and Harry and all that. But it's really down to the ladies.
Right.
Interesting you would say.
Yeah, let 'em know.
Interesting you would say that because we had a question from our other co-host who couldn't be here but wants to write in the chat. How are you getting it thrown at you? Was his exact words.
Am I getting
Yeah.
it thrown at?
We all know what it is. Are you getting it thrown at you?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean,
Honesty.
I like
Well, I
this
mean-
guy.
At its purest form.
it's just I don't know. I don't know. It gets sometimes it gets to a point where it's just like, all right,
Oh, it's that much.
All right.
That just like must be nice.
Must be a nice life that you're living.
Oh, don't act like you guys didn't have it thrown at you when you were the
Nope.
come
Had
on.
no
Nope.
idea what you're talking
Because
about.
in the house reading and in the library and in the gym.
Full of
Exactly.
shit.
We cared. We had guys that cared. That's why.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Oprah. What else do we have on here? So a non-basketball question. What is your favorite class that you have taken or are currently taking at WVU?
My favorite class. I'm gonna be honest.
None.
Well, okay. The difference is I don't have many in-person classes because of this COVID thing, so I don't really get the experience.
Right.
You know, but I don't know. I guess right now I'm taking Spanish. I'm taking Spanish in person.
Oh,
That's pretty cool. But we all had to wear masks and stuff, and like, it's just I don't know. It's all stupid. They like had us do like the game telephone. Where you're supposed to whisper.
Oh,
Someone.
yeah.
Bro, how do you whisper with a mask?
Right. I'm sure that was the most interesting game of
can't.
telephone ever.
Yeah, our word was like some like regular like Spanish word you hear, like biblioteca or something like that, Our word started with like a Z somehow. We don't even know what happened.
we don't know what happened.
That's the purpose of telephone anyway, though. Usually words get mixed up. So.
Well, learning a foreign language in general with a mask on is difficult because most of us, when we communicate, we look at each other because we lip read at the same time. So if you're trying to figure out how to pronounce a word, you can kind of look at someone's mouth and figure it out. That sounds really, really, really bizarre. But
Yeah.
anyways, so with a mask on, it's kind of hard to be like, okay, is that this letter or that? You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to hear.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's pretty bad.
You also bring up an interesting point where, the classroom experience is like, that sucks. Like that you can't like be in class. That's where Ash usually got like most of the guys that she dated. It was in the classroom where she can like watch them for a while, pick up on some things, and then she hit on the guys there as well. So like you can't really get in your bag fully.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless
You
you're in the
can't.
classroom experience. It's tough. So I've heard. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You want to know.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's not too bad, but I mean, like all the classes are online, so it's like I'm just stuck in the study hall like, all day. And, like we don't even have classes though.
At all?
Like no, like we have I have like 6 classes, but like we don't have like lectures. Like I don't understand. Like they just give us assignments.
So you just do them on your own time whenever you want to, or you have obviously you have a deadline, right? When you have to put in, or
man, I got a deadline. I mean, that when you hear about the tire,
that changes.
That's when you get all your work done.
Is that it? Is that all that's going on? Is the tire? No running? No, it's just the tire?
Jeez. Lucky y'all.
Right now, it's the
Tell you
tire.
what.
It's just the tire if you're late to study hall. If you don't go,
Man,
you don't get
y'all
your work done.
Sleds,
run stairs, Coliseum stairs. all that.
hours. Just
Oh no, we didn't do that yet. We got sleds too though. We got sleds too. That's only if you don't make weight.
Speaking of weight, we had a really good question from one of our special listeners, Kathy Mirabel, who wants to know how much weight you've gained and how much taller you are since you came to Morgantown, because she thinks you look a lot bigger now.
That's a great question, Kathy. I gained about 25 pounds. So I got here, and I definitely grew. I'd say I'm about like 6'11" now,
Sheesh.
almost somewhere around there.
Good Lord.
Crazy.
But,
yeah.
but yeah, 25 pounds. It was tough though because when I got hurt, I lost 20 pounds,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
and then but I gained it back though. But I was definitely looking crazy though. I was looking crazy, bro. Like I came back like oh my god, I couldn't be in the weight room for like more than like 15 minutes. Like my body was just like not doing it.
Dang. How did your body respond to it? Were you naturally like always slimmer, or did you enjoy like putting weight on? Because I know some people, especially me, when I was there, it was kind of hard. Once I put the weight on, then my body got used to it. Is that the same way you felt, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm naturally like really skinny. Like honestly, if I just never did anything, like if I just stopped playing basketball now, I would be so skinny, bro. Like I'd probably be like 210 for real.
Hey.
Wow.
But it wasn't that hard for me to gain weight. I just say it's hard to maintain it. Like it's hard. I don't know, because you got practice and stuff like that. That's when it gets really hard. Like when you don't have anything, you just gain weight. It's not bad.
Right.
But I once had a practice where I lost 10 pounds in 3 hours.
Holy cow.
Trust me, I know. We know.
I still ate in a practice.
Like I was 240 and I left practice at 2:30. I was like, all right, well,
Crazy.
How do you
So
keep
we
it
gotta
on
fix
then?
it.
Do you just have to eat like a lot of food? I mean,
well, like during practice, the weight coach, he makes me drink like 5 bottles during practice. And at first it was hard because, you drink that much liquid, you're going to start cramping and things like that, like in your stomach. But I got used to it after a few practices, but it was not fun. It's not fun at all.
it's so crazy.
Yeah, we always used to do the craziest things like put pool balls in our spandex to try to make weight, and put shakes in our spandex to try to make weight. Have anybody on the team got caught for that or something trying to make weight?
Nah, but he definitely knows. So we try. Like he acts like he doesn't know, but he knows. I just know it. Like one time I knew I didn't make weight. Like I have a scale in my house. That's how I am about pulling up underweight. But I was not anywhere close. I mean, I was like probably about 8 pounds down. And before weights, you see everybody chugging like 3-4 water bottles. And I'm wearing a full sweatsuit, like a full sweatsuit. I mean, like, you just got a full sweatsuit, gray sweatsuit, got basketball shoes on, 2 pairs of socks on. I got my phone in my pocket. I put my hair under the water, so water be soaking up.
I never heard that one before.
That's a new one. Oh, that's a new one.
I just thought of it. I just thought of it.
You see the ingenious things we got to go through to try to make weight?
When you try
We
not to
gotta
get
do
punished,
Hilarious.
you try not to get punished. You're thinking anything, man.
I mean, it was crazy. I mean, I pulled up 8 pounds heavier, 9 pounds heavier, without even really gaining the weight. But it's crazy though. It's stressful. I'm gonna start getting gray hairs.
Aww.
And
It's a stressful time. But
So if you go gray, we can blame it on Huggins. You turned him gray. You tried to make him gain too much weight.
Yeah,
no, we was in a meeting. We was in a meeting talking about before Friday morning conditioning, and he was like pointing at people, telling them what like the goals of like their weight and things like that. And like he points at me and he's like, 265, bro. I was like, 265.
yo,
I can't even stay
at the end of
245.
at the end of it, he means right, like at the very end of your playing career.
Man, I don't know. I don't even know, bro. 265.
It's a long process.
That's a lot. Like that's 20 more pounds than what you're like willing to hold on to, like normally. So
Yeah.
that's just insane.
Here at the show, we'll pray for you for sure.
It's
for
tough.
sure. We all pulling for you.
Yeah, I need it. I definitely need it. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, man.
I don't even know if I can move at 265.
Yeah. We have to ask you. We ask everybody this question. Your craziest Huggins story.
Yeah.
Could be funny. Could be crazy. Either way.
All right, this one's actually funny. Like we was actually like really surprised, like that he said this. It was like, what's it called? Okay, so it's like we were playing Florida, I think, last year, and oh my god, it was so, in the moment because that was when I was hurt. So like, I don't think I was like I wasn't as locked into the game, So I thought it was like I had to leave because it was so funny. He was always yelling at Jordan. I don't know. He was always mad at Jordan, and like he was like, you got Jordan over here. He wants the crowd to go ooh ooh, but the crowd's really going boo boo. And I was like,
Classic.
Yo, that's funny.
I didn't know Hugs had bars. I thought.
Oh no. Oh, you're gonna find out. Don't worry.
There's one thing he has is material.
Yeah.
No, he definitely does.
All times.
On the spot though, off the top. He got off the top.
No, at the event we was at, he was killing it.
Yeah, man, he's a unique dude when it comes to that stuff, man.
His wit is second to none. I will say that. He's very off the cuff.
For real.
This is the Final Fourcast podcast.
Oh man, but seems like we're gonna wrap it up right now. Hey man, we would love to have you back on if you have another chance, you know, before the season really gets going or whatever, whenever you have time, bro, if you can.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if it's at 10:30 again, though, I might have to. I gotta fight someone.
Listen, we will arrange anything for you.
You know, we should have him on for the Battle of the Sexes show that we all been talking about doing again. I feel like he's mature enough to jump on that scene and you know,
John will murder us if we even attempt to do that.
we can have Isaiah like fill in for John.
Yeah, for
watch the ratings go through the roof. That'd be awesome.
Facts.
He is getting it thrown at him, so that makes natural sense.
Perfect.
Hey, there we go.
There you go. Well, that was another episode of the Final Fourcast featuring me, one of your co-hosts, Kevin Jones, my boy Deshaun Butler.
Appreciate you guys.
No doubt. Our lovely co-host Ashley.
That's me.
And our producer Dave.
Yep.
Not to mention our special guest, Isaiah Cottrell. Appreciate you coming by, man. Hope to have you on again soon.
Yes, sir.
Man, stay safe out there, you know. Everything thrown at you, don't make sure you throw some back. Don't keep it.
Gotta go.
Keep it all for yourself.
Make sure you share the wealth.
There we go. That's way better. That's way better, man.
Yeah, cut that first part out there.
Cut
that first part out. But seriously, bro, appreciate you coming on, though.
For sure,
No
bro.
doubt. Good luck this season.